Hello everyone, welcome back. This video is going to be a little bit different than my typical furniture flipping videos. I had a situation arise with a selling platform and I had to make a decision. That selling platform is Etsy. If you're not familiar with Etsy, it is a selling platform for artists and creators to list and sell their handmade products. Etsy was great for me being a furniture flipper and furniture artist from the state of Oklahoma. It is one of the lowest income states in the USA, and when I sell my pieces locally, I have to sell them for a lot less than they would go for in other states. With a selling app like Etsy, I could ship my pieces, and that way I could list my furniture art more across the board of what the pieces go for in the US and not just how low the income and prices should be in my current state. Originally, I supported and liked the idea of Etsy and thought it was great. I helped creators create their shops and get started, learned and how to maneuver all the shipping. I even thought about getting one of those scratch off maps so I could mark off in all the states which my furniture pieces went to. I thought that would be really fun to see, and it was a goal at one point to have one of my furniture pieces shipped to at least all lower 48 states in the USA. But when this ordeal happened, Etsy made my decision really easy for me to make. I originally started with Etsy to grow and further my audience. Etsy is a worldwide app. Now, shipping furniture is expensive, so I limited my customers to just the lower 48 states in the USA, but I could grow my audience outside just my metropolitan area. I found the app very easy to use. It was easy to list an item. It didn't seem when I first started to have that complex of an algorithm. So even a small artist like me that just had a few items in my shop at a time, people did see my work originally. I think that that's changed now. Etsy was also a great way to showcase my work. When a furniture piece sold, I would mark it as sold and then just change the listing to say, this piece is sold. It is an example of my work. I was able to get a few custom orders that way with people being able to see the quality of my artwork. I will remain grateful for the purchases that were made in my Etsy shop and the customers that I did gain. It was so fantastic for me to get messages, pictures of the item in people's homes, and the reviews that they left me of the quality of work that I did and how they just absolutely loved the furniture piece that I did. But Etsy continually raises their commission fees, which causes me to have to raise the prices of my furniture to cover those high commission rates. And with furniture, it's no longer hand painted or handcrafted furniture. It's really flooded market with all kinds of furniture available on Etsy instead of what its original purpose was supposed to be. The straw that broke the camel's back for me is Etsy's incessant need to always side with the customer. I had a new customer purchase one of my furniture pieces off of my Etsy shop and had it in their home for at least 6 weeks before I got a customer complaint email saying, well, it was false claims, but there were claims that the piece was absolutely filthy and chipped all over. I have shipped many pieces of furniture all over the United States and usually use the same delivery guy, the one that I used for this one, and have never had an issue. Typically my reviews or feedback is that the furniture looks even better in person than it did in the pictures. This false claims, I asked for photographic documentation and didn't get any. Then the dramatic stories came of it causing the dust on the furniture that wasn't there was causing asthma attacks, and I think that she kept forgetting who she said in the email, the original email, who had the asthma attack, because the character or the person with the affliction changed each time, which was bizarre. And this was a YouTube furniture flip, And if you watch my videos, you know that I start my videos with my before, and my before is always the condition that I pick this furniture up in out of people's barns, out of their garages, from garage sales, estate sales. And so I submitted one of my before pictures of this furniture piece as my photographic evidence that it was originally a dark wood piece of furniture and had pink paint on it. So if it was chipped all over like the client was claiming it was, that you would see the dark wood through. Now, it was my before photo, and I had gotten this out of someone's garage, so of course there was dust on it. But if you watch my furniture flips, you also know the very first thing I do is remove handles and clean, because that's the steps, that's what you do. So she tried to use my before photo, before I even touched and started the process of flipping that piece, as her photo of how dirty the furniture was, which is just out there. But on the side note, that all is I have my Etsy shop set up as all sales are final. And when I list my furniture pieces, I always also put a little claim in the description that all furniture sales are final and that I don't issue any refunds. Well, Etsy decided to go against, and I guess support her, go against me and support her, although she had no photographic evidence. I had lots of it from me. I had video evidence from my YouTube video, and I also have photographic evidence from my delivery guy of the condition of all of this furniture piece. And they went ahead and issued her a full refund, and that was weeks and weeks ago. I have been trying to contact this customer because it is at my expense to get that furniture piece back to me since she wanted a refund. Although she claimed at one point that she didn't even want a refund, she just wanted to give it back because that piece could not stay in her house. But here we are weeks later after she was issued her full refund from Etsy, on Etsy's part, their decision. And she at first did not respond to me to let me get my furniture piece back. And then she finally has sent me one text, and the text basically she said that Etsy never said that she had to give the piece back. So they sent her all of her money back, and she won't give the piece back to me. So essentially, she stole from me, and Etsy allowed it to happen. The discontent with Etsy was already starting to grow, and then after that situation, or during that situation, they made the decision so easy for me to make to quit selling my furniture through their platform. To me, it's just not worth it anymore. Selling my artwork is still my main focus and main source of income, but my values don't align with Etsy's values, so I just won't sell my artwork through them anymore. So to sell my furniture art, I plan to continue to utilize social media, and sometime in the near future, I will be creating my own website so I can sell directly off that. One of the benefits of having my own website to sell my furniture art is I no longer have to consider in my pricing high commission rates to cover. I can list my furniture art for what I think it's worth. I feel really good about my decision to quit selling my furniture art on Etsy, and I look forward to what the future has in store for me. I decided to share my story today because I know a lot of other furniture artists and creators who either have an Etsy shop or have considered having one at some point, and I don't want them to have to endure this same type of mistreatment. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please place them down below. That's all I have for you guys today. Until next time.